Hello, everybody. So according to my computer, we're live. Everything that is like the chat is all there, and I'll be able to chat with you. So I thought I would jump in. I'm Stephanie Brown, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome. And thank you to everyone who's already subscribed. This is a safe place for you to talk about mental health. Mainly, I speak about bipolar, but the more I speak about bipolar, the more I'm finding. I was just speaking to a friend today who has a brain injury. She was in a car accident, and everything she said was very relatable. And so a lot of mental health issues cross over. There are some things that I do focus on that are specific, but I will pre announce those so that uh, those of us that are bipolar survivors, you'll know that the live stream is more valid to uh, you. So, um, this is really neat because my son, I'm very fortunate. He's a codes for fun. Actually, he's such a gamer. He's pretty famous in the gaming world. Don't ask me anything yet. Maybe I'll have him on as a guest with me sometime, but he's downstairs waiting it out uh, on the computer. um, so I just wanted to drop in and say, how's everybody doing? Um, are you are like I had something happen today that I haven't had happen in a long time. It was a panic attack. And if you have any kind of mental illness, which 1 in 4 people will experience depression in their lifetime, I know that stat for real. Um, I just all of a sudden had a panic attack. And so the point is, I'm used to hiding what I'm feeling so that no one figures it out. And I would gather I'm not the only one. So the only way I know I'm having a panic attack and hyperventilating is because I feel dizzy. And then when I start to feel dizzy, I have a shortness of breath and I breathe rapidly and shallow and short. And so, yeah, that sucked because it's uncomfortable. And when you're hoping that you're becoming well, you, um, when you're hoping you're becoming well, you feel like, oh no, is this coming back? So, the title of what I said I was going to talk about for a couple of minutes, I'm going to try to be good and not ramble on. Um, Being bipolar, I'm interested in lots and lots of ideas and subjects and topics, and so talk a lot. But I wanted to share, friends share things, good things with uh, their friends. So you are my mental health friend community. I subscribed one time to an online mental health, uh, really great, informative, bipolar. I don't know what you'd call it. I'm tired, it's late, and I've taken my medication. So some of the English language may be missing. But um, cabin fever is actually a thing. So healthline.com, that's what I was saying. Go to healthline.com. Um, Subscribe if you're bipolar. Even if you're not bipolar, there always talking about good stuff about anxiety and yeah, just a lot of really practical things that help when you struggle with a mental illness. So they sent to me, it's healthline.com, and they talk about, like when there's a winter blizzard and we're stuck inside for a few days, and that's we can get can talk. Cabin fever. Please, I'd really love it if you would like, and subscribe. Excuse me, not like. Subscribe and hit the bell. Subscribe, then you'll be part of the community, and hit the bell because when I go live, you'll get a notification, or if I drop a video, let you know I'm coming on, you'll get that so that you can hang out with us. So cabin fever is defined as a series of emotions or symptoms people experience when they're confined to their homes for extended periods of time. This may be due to a variety of circumstances, such as a natural disaster, lack of transportation, or even social distancing for pandemics like COVID 19. Recognizing the symptoms of as I say, cabin fever, and finding ways to cope may help make the isolation easier to deal with. Keep reading to learn more. Okay, so we'll keep reading. In popular expressions, cabin fever is used to explain feeling bored or listless because you've been stuck inside for a few hours or days. That's not the reality of the symptoms. Indeed, cabin fever is a series of negative emotions and distressing sensations people may face if they are isolated or feeling cut off from the world. Something I'm noticing is like everyone's saying, they said this in the news, and they said that in the news, and then like people who I know some drama queens, and they'll just like escalate it and make up more rumors and get more people excited, and it kind of comes, in my opinion, just my opinion, a little bit of a, you know, gossip that has no truth to it and just causes people to be upset. So um I said that because it said it was a feeling of being cut off from the world. We're getting lots of information, but we're also stuck inside our houses. And yeah, it's just a little bit of a it's kind of confusing. Um so these feelings of isolation and loneliness are more likely in times of social distancing, self-quarantining during a pandemic, or sheltering in place because of severe weather. Indeed, cabin fever can lead to a series of symptoms that can be difficult to manage without proper coping techniques. So, are you um having trouble being in the house all the time with the same people? Do you have young children um that are always home that you're trying to teach? Um I just kind of think of everybody about bills and talking to the bank about the mortgage and all that sort of stuff. And my heart goes out to you. I have a food company, so life doesn't seem much different to me because I am out as an essential service delivering my food product. Now, I could just say, I'm just gonna wait this out and go back. But my business, I've worked really hard and I don't want it to stop the momentum that I have with it. So I just do proper social distancing, and the grocery stores are doing a great job. The grocery stores at the docks receiving my product, and with um the truck the truck drivers, they're really good about walking around me. And that teaching was that I just got an online order. So I'm working really hard to keep my company going. So this cabin fever is more, I'm thinking of all of you and what it must be like. Um, Symptoms of cabin fever go far beyond feeling bored or stuck at home. They're rooted in an intense feeling of isolation and may include all of these symptoms: restlessness, decreased motivation, irritability, hopelessness, difficulty concentrating, irregular sleep patterns, including sleepiness or sleeplessness, difficulty waking up. Welcome to my world, because I have to take medication that makes it so hard to wake up. And all of my friends on here that are bipolar, if you take your medication at night, it's just brutal getting up. So I relate to all of you who have cabin fever that have difficulty waking up. You can feel lethargic. I relate to that one because of medications. Distrust of people around you, that's an interesting one. Um, I probably, this is just my 2 cents. If if I was around my family all the time, I would start probably barking at them because I just have this bad habit. I'm trying to change it. Instead of saying you should and I got something to tell you, and but having actual, can we talk for a sec and have real conversations. Um I would probably, if we got into like disagreements that were not pretty, distrust them that they care about how I feel. Um, Lack of patience, being bipolar, that's just a regular thing. But with cabin fever, yeah, lack of patience because, like, no, you're all together all the time in the house. Someone's not done the dishes. Someone's left their towel on the floor for the 15th time. You know, whatever. Like, someone not drank, but took the last of the uh, cream for your coffee, because I hate coffee black. Blech. Uh, and then doesn't tell you. So then that morning it's gone. Just stupid stuff like that. But just a lack of patience. And I'm gonna add my own one in here, is that when you have a lack of patience, you can lose sight of, is it a mountain or is it a molehill? Is it worth it or not? Your emotions can take over, and you can have a persistent sadness or depression. Now, they're saying that your personality and temperament will go a long way toward determining how cabin fever affects you. Some people can weather the feelings more easily. They may take on projects or dive into creative outlets to pass the time and ward off all the symptoms. But others may face great difficulty with managing day to day life until these feelings pass. So I'm just going to stop there. And again, I want to give full credit to healthline.com. Subscribe. They got a lot of cool stuff on here. They tell you how to manage with COVID. You could just sit here and read it and become very educated. But tomorrow I'll cover another section of it. So, if you just wanted to listen and not chat with me, I understand. I hope that someone saw this and got some value from it. You can leave some comments below the video. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a good sleep. And you know what? If you can't sleep, don't obsess about it. Being bipolar, lack of sleep in my lifetime, I am not a stranger to. So my hubby has given me some really good advice when I can't sleep, and that is just lie there and rest. And in frustration, I'm like, that's not gonna work. And wouldn't you know it, I wake up in the morning and I've had some sleep. So I'm gonna go get my jammies on. You have a good night's sleep. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you know that your cabin fever feelings are real, and we're just gonna keep learning new stuff. So I'm Stephanie Brown. Thanks for joining me, and good night. Bye.